Good morning, Algebra. Let's run down the N1 3.4 solutions. The first one we have here is graph a linear equation, x equals 4. And so what we're going to do here is, just as a review, if it says x equals 4, it means it only crosses the x-axis. And the only type of line that only crosses the x-axis is a vertical line. Where does it cross at? Well, it crosses at 4. Whoa. So it would be a line like that. The other way to think about this is if you do an XY chart. Your X's are all 4, and then your Y's you can put in whatever you want. So 4, 0, 4, positive 2, 4, negative 2. Alright, let's look at the next one. So in this one we've got y equals negative 3. This one only crosses the y-axis, so the only type of line that will only cross the y-axis is a horizontal line. And this horizontal line crosses at negative 3. And it looks like that. If you do an input-output, your y's are all negative 3. And your x's can be whatever you want. So if you go 0, negative 3, 2, negative 3, negative 2, negative 3, it would look like that. Exercise 7, find the x and y intercepts of the graph. So you can go 0, comma, blank, blank, comma, 0. And you're going to make your x 0. So that would be 2 times 0 plus 3y equals 12. 2 times 0 is 0. 3 times something is 12. You divide both sides by 3. You get y equals 4. Okay? Second equation, you're going to make your y 0. So you'd have 2x plus 3 times 0 is equal to 12. 2x, 3 times 0 is nothing. So that equals 12. Divide both sides by 2. X is equal to 6. So the x-intercept, now remember the x-intercept is where it crosses the x-axis, is actually 6, 0. I think maybe the textbook just wanted 6. And the y-intercept is 0, comma 4. And the textbook, I think, may have just wanted 4. Now, I do want to just go over quickly the cover-up method. If you use the cover-up method, or quick graphs as they're sometimes called, let me just clear this up. If I have 2x plus 3y equals 12, and I get a little shape here. Let's try a circle. And I cover this up. I've got 3 times something equals 12, so you can just say y is 4. And then if you cover up this part, 2 times something is 12. That would make your x 6. So there's the cover-up method to find the intercepts. Number 9, this is the exact same thing. I'll solve it both ways, starting out with 0, comma, blank, blank, comma, 0. And remember, if you want your x-intercept, and maybe I should do it this way. Let me rewrite this. If you want the x-intercept, you set the y equal to 0. So that would be blank, comma, 0. If you want the y-intercept, you set the x part equal to 0. Okay, so now let's find the x-intercept. So I would have negative 4 x plus 8 times 0 equals negative 16. So 8 times 0 is nothing. I get negative 4x is equal to negative 16. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 4. That's going to give me x is equal to positive 4. So my x-intercept is 4, 0. The textbook may have just wanted 4. The y-intercept is you set your x equal to 0. So that would be negative 4 times 0 plus 8y equals negative 16. Negative 4 times 0 is nothing. 8y is equal to negative 16. You would divide both sides by 8 to get a y value of negative 2. 0, negative 2. And the textbook may have just wanted negative 2. Alright, let me show you the quick graphs cover-up method. Alright. Now to do the cover-up method, I'm just going to rewrite this. I would have negative 4x plus 8y is equal to negative 16. Let me get a shape to cover up here. Draw a circle. Alright, so if I cover up this part, you're left with 8 times something equals negative 16. Well, that's got to be negative 2. And then if we cover up this part, negative 4 times something is equal to negative 16. Well, that's going to be positive 4. So x-intercept, y-intercept. Alright, 2 more to go. Use the intercepts to graph the linear equation. So we've got 5x plus 3y is equal to 30. And to find the x-intercept, I'm going to set my y value equal to 0. And to find the y-intercept, you're going to set the x equal to 0. So let's start with the x-intercept. I would have 5x plus 3 times 0 is equal to 30. 3 times 0 is nothing. 5x is equal to 30. You would divide both sides by 5. And that's going to give you x is equal to 6. So our x-intercept is over 6 up 0. Okay. Now I'm going to find my y-intercept. So I'm going to make my x 0. So I have 5 times 0 plus 3y is equal to 30. 5 times 0 is nothing. I get 3y is equal to 30. Divide both sides by 3. I get y equals 10. So now, let's graph that. 0, positive 10. Be right there. And you would have a line that looks something like that. Let me just erase quick, and then I'll show you the cover-up method for this one. Alright, so if we're going to do the cover-up method, if I cover that up there, I've got 3 times something equals 30. Well, that's got to be 10. And then if I cover up this part, 5 times something is 30. That's got to be x equals 6. So then you would just graph it the same way. X-intercept is 6. Y-intercept is positive 10. Draw a line. And that would be your graph. Alright guys, one more to go. Let me rewrite it. Negative 12x plus 3y equals 24. The first thing is, if I want to find the x-intercept, I set y equal to 0. And if I want to find the y-intercept, I set x equal to 0. So let's start with the x-intercept. If my y is 0, that would be negative 12x plus 3 times 0 is equal to 24. 3 times nothing is nothing. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 12. That gives me x is equal to negative 2. Alright, now to do the y-intercept, we set x equal to 0. Negative 12 times 0 plus 3y is equal to 24. Negative 12 times 0 is nothing. divide both sides by 3, we get y is equal to 8. So if we graph these 2 points, x-intercept is negative 2, 0, and 0, 8. It would be a line something like that. Let me show you the cover-up method. Alright, so if I cover up this part, I have 3 times something is 24, so y equals 8. And then if I cover up this part, negative 12 times something is positive 2. Well, that's going to be x equals negative 2. So if we're going to graph this, you'd have x equals negative 2 for the x-intercept, and we'd have y equals positive 8. Draw the line, and that's how you would graph it. Alright guys, hopefully you had success on this homework. If not, make sure you ask a question during the Google Help. We'll see you soon.